Merch Minds podcast episode number 101.
101.
I know. And
Think we'll last another 100?
damn right.
Easy. It's a piece of cake.
Another 500 episodes.
That's right. And we'll do it in 1 week.
We're ready to go. Glenn with Hustler Hacks here. Yong is here.
Hello, sir.
And repping the Stanford shirt.
Hey, I gotta represent California.
This guy's serious.
I don't mess around.
We got a lot of news, a lot of updates. Most importantly, we know what update we're going to be talking about today. But you have some news you want to share first and some little things here and there? Or are we doing the numbers? What are we doing first?
Let's do the numbers like always.
Okay.
I can start off. Last 7 days, 98 shirts sold, 4 returns, product purchase, $2,121.65. Estimated royalties, $407.44. So it's steady.
Very nice. Mine is last 7 days, 114 products sold, 9 returns, which is
9 returns. Damn.
low from I kid you not, like 2 days ago, I was at like 13. So 9 is good for me. Estimated royalties $369.91. And yesterday was okay. Day before that, I had like 25 sales, and then the day before that, I had 4. So it was like one of those days that totally brought the full 7 days down because of that one day that it was crap sales.
Yeah, no, it's we've been saying this for how many months now? It's really unstable right now, right? Like I had a day where I think I did like 26 sales, did like $120 in one day, and then it went back down to like 10 the next day. And look, that's the norm these days, right?
Well, it is, but it's also like kind of like leading into the Q4 time. So it's like we're expecting, a little climb as we get closer to.
Yeah, but we don't know. There's no guarantees if there's going to be any kind of a freeze or throttle, right?
No.
We still don't know.
Still don't know.
I mean, we can kind of try and predict, I'm predicting that there is going to be some kind of a freeze or throttle. That's just my prediction. Some people think there isn't going to be any, but I think with everything that Amazon has done this year, I think we're definitely going to have some kind of a freeze or throttle.
Yeah, I mean the years past have proven that more than likely that will happen.
But not just that, like I said, I mean with everything that they launched this year, from Collab to Popsockets to what do we get? Did we get hoodies this year? We got hoodies this year. Was that last year?
I'm trying to remember.
I can't remember, but there's like 3 or 4 things that happened this year, and because of the new AMS and everything, I think there's definitely going to be some kind of a freeze.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Got some stuff that we can talk about before we get into the main topic. So someone was asking me about Steven's son.
Okay.
Right? Because they basically asked me, hey, what's going on with your KDP covers and all that?
Okay.
And I think, was it you that asked me? I don't know if it was you or if it was someone else. Someone asked me.
Okay.
And the update is, I think it was you, because I think last week I kind of mentioned.
Yeah, I remember I asked.
I think
someone emailed you or DM'd you asking you.
I can't remember, man. But basically, I remember talking on the show briefly. I think it was last week, saying, I gave them everything. Like I gave them like 50 journal covers. I installed the Merch Create Chrome extension on their computer. That was like 2-3 weeks ago, and I never got anything back in return, right? And I'm not the type of guy, especially when I know Steven, right? I know him pretty good. The guy lives here locally. I'm not the guy that's going to try and put pressure, especially on his 12-year-old son, right?
Yeah.
But what I told myself was, you know what? It's been like 3 weeks. I haven't gotten anything in return. I'm going to give them maybe a couple of more weeks. And if I don't get anything, again, I'm not going to put any pressure on the kid or Steven. I'm just going to hire a VA. I think I talked about that briefly on the show. Dude, about 2 or 3 days after I said that on the show, I get an email from Steven. Oh, hey, Yong. So sorry, man. I just been caught up with other things. We're going to get this done today or this weekend. Um, so I don't know. I don't know if he heard the show or
Probably.
or or if he
You're calling
realized.
him out on the show. I mean, more than likely, yeah.
No, I'm not calling nobody out. I'm just saying, look, man, it's been 3 weeks. I look. First of all, I'm being very generous by
Okay,
giving his 12-year-old son $1 per resize. Are you kidding me?
that's
You
true.
could,
That's true.
RJ will probably hire a VA to do a resize for a penny. 'Cause his cheap ass, right? So $1 for a 12-year-old for every resize that he does is more than generous.
Yeah,
Um, so no, it's not me trying to call anyone out. It's just like I said, I gave him an opportunity. I didn't hear anything back, and when I talked about it on the show, I get an email from Steven all of a sudden saying, "Hey man, we got caught up. We'll get it done this weekend." So uh, like I said, just wanted to let you guys know because I know you had asked. I think a couple of other people had asked about what
yeah,
was going on with my KDP covers. So that's pretty much what's going on. Um, the 100th episode recap. I think the show went pretty good overall.
yeah,
Um, surprisingly, there are still some people that never claimed their prizes. Remember how I said we're gonna give them up to 24 hours?
yeah, yeah,
Dude, it's been more than a week now, and they still haven't freaking claimed. So, um, yeah, I think at some point I'm just gonna have to do a new drawing. But yeah, man, the show went really well. I think.
yeah. And I had a couple of people ask me. I'll double check with you to. Well, actually, only like two or three people that claimed their prize, but I think they've already talked to you anyway. But other than that, if they haven't claimed it, then yeah, we'll have to do a backup show.
Yeah,
And
well, not just that. I still have my own personal prize that I want to get out there to the listeners. So we'll do some kind of a drawing here again in the next week or two.
okay, so generous.
Yeah, man, of course. Um, dude, I had a couple of takedowns from Amazon. Not
Okay,
it wasn't Amazon just took it down, but someone complained to Amazon saying that they had the right to a phrase or whatever, right?
to the
So
slogan or whatever that you
some
use.
slogans. So I
Okay.
went back and I double checked, right? Nothing's trademarked. I go into Amazon and I look up the shirts. There's like freaking 200 other designs up there, right? And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So, and I don't know if you've gotten these emails, but basically Amazon sends you an email saying, here's the guy that filed the complaint, the
Yeah.
guy or gal, contact them. We're trying to work it out amongst yourselves, something like that, right?
Hmm.
So I'm just kind of curious. Have you ever responded or contacted the other party?
There was, I think, twice that it was trademarked, and I was like, all right. I mean, it makes sense.
Uh
There
huh.
was another time that it wasn't, and this person, or I guess they had their own website and they were selling, shirts, kind of like different shirts and other products, and had this slogan on there, and it clearly wasn't trademarked. And
Okay.
it was only two of my shirts, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I hadn't made a lot of sales, so I didn't try fighting it, but
Right.
um I probably could have, but I didn't do
Okay. But yeah, no. Like I said, I went back and I checked USPT .gov.
it. Hmm.
I checked. I double checked. I haven't contacted the person yet, but I wanted to do this podcast first and see what other people have done as far as because I'm sure other people have gotten the same email saying, "Hey, your design was taken down because the rights to that slogan or whatever
Hmm.
belongs to this party." If that's happened to you, let me know what you guys done. I've actually asked Ken, my dad Ken, uh, deadbeat dad Ken, um, and he's supposed to get a hold of Amazon for me. I haven't heard back. It's been a couple of days, and it's not. It's not a big deal. It's kind of like you in the sense, I sold maybe a half a dozen shirts,
Yeah.
but like I said, there's like fucking 200 other designs on Amazon, and to be honest with you, I was the first one that had that slogan on Amazon,
Yeah.
and so I'm kind of bitter about that. Um, but yeah, if this has happened to you, let me know.
Well,
I'm
it
real.
just puts people in a weird position because I mean, just taking it down even though they don't have the rights to it. I mean, it kind of sucks because your shirt is just, off, the market.
Mhm.
Um and it's kind of a weird position because you can fight it and show proof, but it's really like it almost feels like it's now in their hands, which is, of course unfair because it's kind of like they don't even have the trademark. Or why are my, shirts pretty much in their hands now because they took it down?
Yeah, but here's a funny thing, right? Amazon only removed uh just the standard t-shirts. Like I have them on premium, long sleeve, and hoodie.
Hmm.
But the standard t-shirt was the only one removed. The premium's still there, the sweatshirt's still there, the long sleeve's still there, the hoodie's still. I already said hoodie, but yeah. So everything else is still there, but for some reason the standard t-shirt was removed.
Yeah, no, that's kind of weird. It would make
So
sense to take down all of them if they really felt
right.
like they, needed to.
So maybe I should just contact the guy and be like, "Yo, what's up, man?"
Yeah.
Um,
What's up, boy?
but yeah. Um, so that has happened. Let's see. Q4 is officially here. I've been uploading like a madman. Are you uploading?
Yeah, I actually uploaded what day was it? Friday or Saturday? I uploaded like 100 in that day, and I was like, all right, cool, things are going good. And then I was trying to catch up on the other ones because I'm trying to think of like if I can upload, like 100 per day, and
Hmm.
I was like, that's not gonna happen because I still have to design them. Um, so I did good, and then the cool thing is they upped my submissions for the day. So I was at 500. Now they upped me to 1,000.
Yeah.
So I think they did that for everybody, kind of across the board. My tier up is still the same, but yeah, I uploaded like 100 the other day. But I need to get caught up for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just uploading every day, even designs that's been removed. I'm uploading them because like you said, Q4 is generally when a lot of stuff sells. So hopefully, I'll keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully, I'll get some decent sales this Q4. We'll see. Um, hey, I know you've been teasing the whole FBA stuff during Q4. Is that something that you're absolutely going to do?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm still in like I mean, other people that send me DMs and emails and other people that have like um groups and other stuff that they threw me in when it comes to FBA. And I don't know, it's a weird, it's definitely gone down throughout the years unless you really know what you're doing, what you're talking, and you're like really focused on that. And I don't know. I think I'd rather just keep uploading as much as possible and rather
Mm,
do that. But I'm definitely building up my eBay store more with shoes and things. But I think I'd just rather just upload as many as I can. I think before then, because even if there is a throttle or something, at least I did everything I could. But
yeah.
maybe more than FBA, because and it's even harder now too. The Toys R Us is gone. I'm kind of thinking like, oh, what? I mean, you have to do Target, Walmart, and there's of course like Kohl's and other ones out there if you wanted to do toys. Um, but at least in my area, we don't have Kmart anymore. We don't have a lot of those stores, so I don't know.
What were you doing previously? Like on the FBA, were you just doing? I mean, were you doing thrifted items? Were you doing
I was
retail
mostly just
arbitrage, or were you
yeah,
just doing
I was
everything?
doing RA with toys and video games,
Okay. Okay.
especially during that Q4 time. But you're talking about here's a breakdown. If you really want to make good money, you can, but you're making, small amounts per item. And of course, you're shipping out a lot. I mean, you're doing a lot quantity wise. So the way I look at it is like if I'm gonna sell, a pair of shoes on eBay and make 50, $1 to $61 profit on one pair. I only have to ship it once, or I can sell, 15 toys that I'm going to make $2.35 each, and I have to ship off and label every single one of those. Which is going to be more work that way. You're going to make the same, amount in the long run, but I think it's kind of double the work. But some people enjoy it. Good for them. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was just curious if you're gonna start doing FBA. Kind of debating. If people don't know, I was doing a lot of FBA a couple years ago, and I've reduced that significantly. But I don't know. I'm debating whether I should get back into it this Q4. We'll see, because I've made a lot of money during Q4 with
Yeah.
with FBA, so we'll see. Let's see. Before we get into the main topic here, just one thing that I want to mention. Popsockets. If you guys are not doing Popsockets, I was just looking at my data. Thanks to Harris and Pretty Merch Pro, dude. Popsockets are my number 2 bestsellers, next to my standard T-shirts.
It's
So
killing it out there.
if you guys aren't uploading onto Popsockets, do it, because they're definitely selling. And I remember when they first came out, people were saying, "Oh, I never heard of Popsockets. This looks stupid. They're not going to sell." The data says that they're selling.
And just keep in mind that it is going to take some time for it to get indexed. Like, I uploaded quite a bit. What was it? Not a while, but I uploaded quite a bit, and it just took. It's still not all of them aren't even really there. Like, I did a search, and then I could see some, but kind of like what it said, of course, on their messages. Like, if you're expecting to upload, because I still get DMs and emails asking about that too. Like, how come I can't find my shirt? How come I can't find the pop socket? How come I can't find this pop socket? At least the ones that I did, it still took like almost a week and a half, almost 2 weeks to really like see it on there. It took a while, actually.
I never even noticed. I
Yeah.
never even checked.
Yeah, it took a while. So you got to kind of stay patient with that. But I definitely think Popsocket's worth uploading. They're kind of fun to design because you can only do so much. So I kind of like how like you can kind of keep it simple, or you can do patterns, you can do something, you know, and they're a lot easier to upload because you're not picking sizes and colors and
Yeah,
all that. So
absolutely. Let's get into the main topic. I think this is something that a lot of people are excited about. I think it actually surprised some people.
oh yeah.
And if you guys don't know, now you know. You can now have curse words and marijuana designs on merch by Amazon. Glenn, what do you think? What are your thoughts? You son of a bitch.
Once I saw that message, I rolled one up.
Oh yeah.
Celebrate. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I was like,
Mr. Glenn Doggy Dog.
I was like, man, Yong would he would appreciate this right now.
No, you know who would appreciate this? Seriously? Because look, we joke about smoking and all that. I don't really smoke. I did that edible when we were in Denver. You know who'd be really happy right now? I bet you.
Drew?
No, man. Anthony. As
Oh,
much
man.
freaking marijuana he smokes and all the cursing that he does. Oh, are you kidding me?
Making
The
this guy sound
guy's
like a
probably
heathen.
hey, he's probably going nuts right now.
Making this guy sound like a
Hey,
heathen out there.
speaking of Anthony, and I was just totally off topic, but when we met up with Anthony in Seattle, I get the whole call center thing,
Yeah.
right? I get that part, but I was like, what are you selling? I'm like, I get the call center, but what the hell are you selling? And I obviously can't tell the public. Um, but dude, he's doing some really, really big things behind the scenes. Because he told me, and it just totally makes sense what he's doing.
Is it something you
Now,
want to get into?
no, I'm just
Oh,
saying, but I was really
okay.
impressed with what he's doing, and like I said, it just made me think of that since we brought up Anthony. But yeah, no, he's
He knows
doing
his
big things
stuff.
over there.
He's the salesman at heart.
Oh, absolutely, man. The guy breathes and shits sales and marketing. No, cool guy, man. But yeah, so cursing marijuana designs absolutely are okay now on Merch by Amazon, man. So
Yes,
your
this was on Friday when they announced it. So 10/4, October 4th. I'll read the policy, so then we'll read it and then
okay,
we can break it down even further. And I have we can get some stories in there too.
sure.
All right, so today we launched 2 new updates to the Merch by Amazon content policy. 2.9 was this youth size policy, a new section of our content policy. And 2.3, profanity has been updated to allow profanity on adult sizes only. Designs that contain profanity, drugs, alcohol, violence, and sexual content will be allowed in adult sizes, but not youth sizes. Please carefully review our updated content policy. We have already started removing youth size options from existing designs that violate the new policy, and removals will not affect your design or account health. New design submissions must comply with this policy starting today. Rejections will count towards your health enforcement beginning November 5th, coming up soon. Please review all the live designs and ensure that you're compliant with the updated content policy for products available on youth sizes. So they are pretty picky, of course, when it comes to youth. You've probably already seen some of my shirts have been processing for the longest time now, since even before this came out. So you'd probably notice that even before this thing came out on the 4th, that they were kind of going through the youth sizes and
Yeah, well, in
changing
fact,
that already.
when we were in Seattle, people were talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of the shirts being in processing, and they couldn't figure out why. And now we know why, because they were going through all our designs and removing the youth sizes on certain designs. Now, Glenn, I don't remember. Did you say that Amazon is going through our designs and automatically removing the youth sizes on all our designs that are considered uh, I don't know, adult designs, I guess.
Yeah, like I've had like all my beer related shirts
Uh huh.
are all gone for youth now.
So let me ask you. Would you trust Amazon, or would you personally go through all your designs and double check?
I trust them.
Because it says from what I remember, it's just you said they're giving us until November 5th. So make sure that we go through our designs so that we're compliant,
Well, it says
right?
new design submissions must comply with this policy starting today, but rejections will count towards your account health beginning November 5th.
Okay, so you're not going to go through your.
No, no.
Okay, just curious what your game plan is. I wasn't sure.
No, because
Well,
it
so
said, yeah, they've already started removing youth sizes options from the existing designs. But what I get from reading it is that the rejections you get from here on out won't go towards that, since you're kind of uploading new and you're trying this out. But from November 5th on, you should already get this, that you can only upload certain, like you shouldn't be able to upload these things on youth anymore. Like
mhm,
you should already know this, I guess.
okay. So, well, let me ask you. So, have you made any designs since that announcement with any curse words, any drug related T-shirts, anything?
Yes. So here's what
Oh,
happened.
you dirty pig! Oh, you filthy bastard!
So
You.
I was ready to go, right? I had like 50 designs set on that Friday. Once I read it, I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. Had my designs, the folder, they're there. And I was like, okay. But I started thinking, like I hadn't checked Facebook, I hadn't checked the Merch Minds group, I hadn't checked anything like that. I was like, if I know Amazon the way I feel or I think I know Amazon, Um, this probably isn't 110% ready yet. So I uploaded one. I
Hmm.
uploaded one, and it was on under review. And of course, anything under review, it always gets like your butterflies in the stomach type feeling. You're overthinking things. You're like, all right, what are they doing? I just want to get this thing processed already. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'll upload a pop socket just to throw it in there. Like not cuss word / drug related, just a random regular one that I already had. I did that, went through the process. done. Like it was processed quick. And I was like, okay, definitely they're looking over the, these type of shirts closely now. So I waited and I was like, should I upload more? I have like 50 of these. Should I keep going? Should I wait? And then it's still under review for a while. And then I went into the group, Merch Finds, to see everyone was like, hey, my shirts are what are they called? Like they're not being accepted, blah blah blah, over and over again. And then I saw that you had posted that you had a couple of them not go through, and I was like, all right,
I had them rejected.
yeah. So I was like, okay, so I shouldn't upload more. I should just wait until they clear this up. So, and then maybe like another 2 hours later, I checked, processed, and it went live. So it went.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's your story.
Yeah. And then I uploaded one more.
Uh-huh.
It took forever, and then finally it went through. So even now, I have those designs. I don't know. Like I'm still maybe I just don't have the big enough balls to upload all of them now. Even though I probably can, but I just haven't yet. I don't know if I should trust it 100%.
Well, so as like you were saying on Friday, I uploaded one design and it was rejected immediately because it was nuts. It was so right after that the announcement was posted on our dashboard, I went in and I uploaded a cannabis t-shirt,
Okay.
and within 2 minutes it was rejected, right? And I couldn't understand why. So I went through my keywords, went through my description, my title, and there was nothing in there that was out of the ordinary, right? So I tried to re-upload again, and it was rejected. And I was like, huh, okay, let me wait about a day or two, right? So I waited a couple of days, uploaded it, same design.
So like Sunday, maybe yesterday.
Was it Sunday or Saturday? Yeah, it
Okay.
had to be yesterday. It
Okay.
was rejected again.
Oh man.
So I was like, what's going on here? And then um, this morning, um, I was texting with a local guy that does merch here, and he showed me his design, and his design was just raunchy, right? Oh, it was just crude. It made me cringe, man. I'm like, yo, man. I'm like, how's your stuff getting through, and I keep getting rejected? Like, I can show you my design after the show, and you'd be like, why was this rejected, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so he showed me his design, man. It was so crude, and I was just like, that doesn't make sense. So as I'm texting him, I decided to re-upload the same design. I changed just a couple of words in the description, and it just went through all of a sudden. So I don't know. I don't know what happened on my end, but after I got rejected 3 times, and then on the fourth try this morning, it went through.
So for some reason, it was like a keyword thing.
I don't know. I don't think it was a keyword thing. But like I said, I just changed a few sentences in the description, and it seems to have gone through. But like I said, my design is nothing compared to what my friend showed me. I mean, his was, oh my gosh, I was just like, I was offended. I'm like, oh, you pig.
So I want to go through this message though, and I want to see what you think, and also just one by one. I mean, designs. So obviously, okay, it's fine for adult shirts, bad for youth. We get that. We're not going to upload for youth.
Yep.
But there's also probably like a fine line between there as far as like what goes over that boundary of like okay to upload when it comes to violence and sexual content. Like to me, those two are like what is considered okay. I mean, I can understand profanity, cuss words. I mean, we've heard and we've heard everything. Drugs. I mean, I didn't upload my cocaine shirts today. I was gonna do that.
Were you really?
No.
Oh, I thought you were serious. I was like, what the hell?
I mean, so drug wise though, like, I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have the answer. I would say, look, marijuana. We can call it a drug, but it does have, there's positive. People use it for positive reasons too, right? Like for medical purposes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really depending on who you talk to. Some people will say it's bad, and some people will say it's good. I'm more on the side. Well, marijuana is it does have some really good medical benefits, right?
Yeah.
Like for instance, if you were to talk to my parents about marijuana, they'll be totally against it, right? Because they're just uneducated about it, right?
Yeah.
Um, but I think marijuana has some great health benefits. So I think stuff like that should be fine on a T-shirt. But yeah, no, I get what you're asking. It's like, I mean, at what point do you draw the line? I mean, next thing you know, people are making shirts about freaking cocaine and heroin and bath salts and God knows what else these kids are doing these days. I mean, yeah, I mean, where do you draw the line? And not just that. I mean, the same thing with curse words, right? I mean, it's like, some of the stuff that I mean, like I said, I've said this what 4 times now. I mean, the design that my friend showed me this morning, it's like I kind of cringed, right? I was like, oh gosh, I was like, yo, it's like where do you draw the line? But then at the same time, I can go into a t-shirt store right now and out in the public on the shelves will be t-shirts with all kinds of curse words, and it's crazy where a 12-year-old kid can just walk up and just go through the racks, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like, how do you control? I don't know.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, I mean, profanity. Like I said, we've seen and heard everything, and I understand like making pretty funny shirts with that. Alcohol, beer, and shots, and we've seen a lot of those shirts. Those have already been up for a while. Drugs, like I said, we don't know once. I mean, everyone's I think automatic thought, of course, is going to be like weed and things like that, but cocaine and heroin and stuff. I had no, I mean, who knows if someone's gonna make shirts, but violence and sexual content. This is what I want to know from you. So violence, I mean, violence is weird to me because I think if you're uploading, like, what are you really saying? I guess violent wise, like what
Well,
would be
see, I
acceptable?
think okay. Here's the thing, and this is just my thought. I think violence is pretty straightforward, right? If you make a shirt that says, "You're an idiot. I'm gonna kick you in your butt. I'm gonna kick you in your ass," right? It's
I mean,
kind of
it's
violent. But
playful.
for
I don't really
honestly,
see that as violence, but violence would be like killing somebody or
well, fine. I mean, you're a jackass. I'm gonna stab you. Okay, okay, okay. I think the way again, maybe it's my sense of humor. I'm gonna say that's fine, but I think you draw the line when you say something like, and this is serious, right? If you say something like, uh, uh, you're a Muslim, I'm gonna kill you,
yeah,
right? Now that's inappropriate, right?
yeah.
And I think people should know better. I think most of us have common sense, but then again, I've seen some stupid stuff out there. Some people don't have common sense. So, um, but yeah, I think if you say something like, "Oh, you're a jackass," ha ha ha, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, it's funny, right? You get what I'm saying, right? It's a
Yeah.
joke, right? But then you're definitely crossing the line when you're just putting stuff like, uh,
Yeah, well, like
again,
race and religion
yeah,
and
you know what, yeah, you're an Asian or you're a Hispanic, you deserve to die, or stuff like that. That doesn't belong, okay?
yeah.
And I think most of us are smart enough to know that. What was the other one? It was a sex.
So sexual content.
Um, gosh, how can I put this? I think this is just my opinion. Don't have pictures of a penis or a vagina. That's just me. I don't know.
What about like a drawn vector?
Drawn vector of what though? Right? I think if it's like a nude lady, again, this is just my opinion, my theory. I don't know. I'm not an expert. We're going through this just like everyone else. If it's like a nude drawing, some sexy lady, in a very tasteful way, right? Something that's really appropriate. Yeah, but if it's like someone's penis just right there, I mean, come on, man. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean
There's a difference between something that's classy and
we're trying to be
just raunchy.
creative rather than just yeah. If
Yeah,
you're just throwing that on a shirt, I mean
yeah. There's
that's pretty
definitely a
ridiculous.
difference
But
between classy and something distasteful. I think,
so
and
like,
you can be
what if it's like a penis shirt and it says like I'm a dick or you're a dick or something? That's
the,
probably like
wait,
oh, okay,
the
fine,
words,
right?
just the words.
No, with like a cartoon drawing of one or something.
I personally would not do that. I'm just saying. No, seriously, I would not do
I
that.
could see people doing that or doing maybe like drawn on like breasts or something or like
Well, yeah, but I mean, breast is come on. I mean, breast is it's not as I don't know. It's not as
tell that to
what
Instagram. Instagram is banning everything.
are they really? What's
Yeah.
I mean, what am I trying to say here? Like breasts are they're nothing, right? But then they're nothing. Jeez,
Look at this
what am I
guy.
trying to say here?
I know.
I'm just saying. Look, if you got a freaking drawing or vector drawing of a freaking penis on your damn shirt, in my opinion, that's kind of pushing the envelope.
You're taking
Just don't.
full advantage of their
I
nipple,
tell you
basically.
what. I tell you what. If anyone's out there listening and you think I'm wrong, you guys try it and then you guys let us know what happened. I personally would not do that. That's just me.
Maybe that's an untouched market.
No, it better be an untouched market.
No one's uploading those. Everyone got caught up in the weed shirts that they
Well,
totally
but let me
forgot
ask you.
about.
I mean, is that something you would do?
No.
See, I would. Yeah, exactly.
I
I
don't
would.
even know. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some people that would wear something like that, but who you got to really be creative with it if you're gonna. It's not just gonna be
Absolutely.
like a general, just throw a penis on a shirt and just call it a day. Then it's just like
Yeah.
random.
Yeah. No, no, it's definitely a gray area in my opinion. I think again, I'm not much of a risk taker. I have been in the
Well,
past,
especially now
but
with a merch account.
yeah, I mean, I have been in the past, but really, I take my merch account very seriously, and there's a lot of things that I won't do these days, and um, yeah, that's just something that I just wouldn't touch. I mean, I'll make shirts with profanity on it, and I'll make sexual designs or whatever. But again, but in a very um,
Well, like a
funny, funny
funny,
comedic,
creative
a tasteful way, and just being raunchy and just Anthony like. I think that's just gonna get you banned, right?
Anthony like.
Yeah, yeah. It just how Anthony gets down, man. He's just buck wild. But yeah, I think if you guys use your best judgment, you should be okay.
Yeah. Did you so how many uploads since that one went through have you done?
Dude,
Based off of drug
dude,
related and
just that one. Like I said, because I
okay.
kept getting rejected.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I got rejected Friday. I got rejected. Yeah, I got rejected Friday twice. I got rejected Sunday once. And I didn't want to. I just kept getting rejected. And then when Daryl, my boy Daryl, sent me his text message of his design, I'm like, man, how is that getting freaking approved and mine got declined? So after he sent me that, I changed a few sentences, uploaded it. It went through fine.
Okay, so what's next then? Like when are you gonna planning on uploading your next weed shirts or drug shirts or
Well, I had a bunch of marijuana designs in the past, but I took them down. So I'm gonna re-upload those, and I have a bunch of concepts already that I need to get to my VAs. So probably in the next few days, hopefully.
are you gonna do them one by one or are you going to open a bunch of tabs and upload like 20 at a time?
Well, I always do one for every design, right? Even if it's like a Mother's Day shirt, I always do one, right? And if that gets through, then I upload on everything else.
I know that just it sucks. I mean, I guess because I don't want to do one by one, but I know in this particular case we should because you just never know what's going to be accepted or not.
Hmm.
I mean, I'll do one, but if everything else kind of based off of that idea, I mean, I just upload all the other ones because I know it's gonna go through. But in this case, like individual drug-related designs, I'm gonna have to see if it goes through or not. And I would just hate to
So
upload all 50, and then you have all these rejections, and it's just a mess.
I'm kind of curious, like what made Amazon change their policy at this point? Because I mean, technically, all they've done is just come back and say you just can't put them on youth sizes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that's all it took, how come they couldn't do, how come they couldn't do this uh, a year and a half ago?
I don't know. I wonder if they got. I mean, I don't think it would have mattered from like complaints from people. That wouldn't have mattered. I mean,
Yeah, no, no, no. I'm just saying because I mean, from as far as I can see, all they did was just say you cannot upload these like you can do it, but just don't do it on the youth size, which makes sense, right? I'm totally compliant. But how come they couldn't have done that like a year and a half ago? I'm just kind of curious why it took him this long to say you can't do it on the youth size.
yeah, I don't know. It's a
Unless
good
there's
question though.
unless there's something else going on behind the scenes that they're doing. I don't know, but
Maybe it was easier for them to go through trademark copyright stuff to just get all that stuff out. I don't know. Maybe not have to do anything with that. And then now that maybe they've just gotten better and better with, I don't know.
yeah,
Now
no,
I'm
I
just
mean who
making up
knows?
stuff for them.
I mean who knows, right? Like I said, I'm just kind of curious. Um, but yeah, no, this is definitely it's. I'm not gonna say it's a game changer, right? I mean, we can all be creative without having to use curse words and sexual designs, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are totally against it and they'll stay away from it.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, no, it does open up a completely different market for us, a completely different niche. Dude, I found out when I was in Seattle, I was talking to Josh Brown. He finally told me the way you pronounce it is niche.
Okay. Like
Okay, so niche.
110% it's niche.
I don't know. He sounded pretty confident. He got mad at
Okay.
me for saying niche. Um, so
Okay.
niche. Uh, so
Here's a question for you though that I did get in the email that
sure.
we can, have everybody can listen to it. But someone had asked, okay, so they allowed, let's say for example, pot leaf. We're talking about shirts and adults. Can I use that on a pop socket?
See, that's a good. Yeah, no, I don't know because pop sockets are really popular with the kids.
They are.
So I don't know.
It doesn't say anything about pop sockets in the
I would
actual
say,
message.
and that's exactly why I would say don't do it because they didn't say anything about pop sockets. No, seriously, right?
So I didn't really know how to answer that. I was kind of going through different like forums and groups. Some people I think did upload that to PopSockets and didn't have any problems, but I can't like I'm not 100% sure though. I'm not
Right.
I don't know anybody's account or what they're doing, but
Um. Me being really paranoid and stuff, I would say don't do it. If people are getting away with it, that's fine. Hey, more power to them. I don't want to have to come back 6 months later when Amazon says you can't have it on a pop socket. I don't want to have to go back and make changes on 600 listings of pop sockets, right?
yeah.
Um, that's just me. I mean, until Amazon gives us some kind of a clarification saying you can or you can't, I'm just not going to do it because again, I just don't want to be that guy just making constant changes.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I could look up real quick to see what kind of pop sockets are out there and look up.
Oh, I'm sure there's probably like thousands of them up already. Look, I'm already freaking 3 4 days behind because I kept getting rejected. So I'm sure there's tons of them out there.
Yeah, there's quite a bit actually.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're probably
I
fine.
don't know.
Assuming these are merch related, then
You know what? It seems like they're going through again. I'm if you're gonna ask me, I'm gonna say don't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't know what your plans are, but I'm not gonna do it.
I'm just trying to get my uploads up, much less.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, until Amazon comes out and tells us in you know clear black and white instructions, you can or you can't have those designs on a pop socket. I'm just not gonna do it, man.
Yeah.
Call me stupid, silly, whatever. I don't care. I just don't want to do it. Yeah, but no, this should definitely be fun. It should be interesting to see what people come up with. Again, I've seen some pretty uh, raunchy designs out there already. You sick people, you. But well, cool, man. Other than that, man, what else you got going on?
I'm trying to see. I guess game plan wise, let's see what you think about this. But I'm trying to get as many uploads as possible. But at the same time, it's like I know I need to get AMS going. And what I noticed was I actually have to call them or figure something out because remember I said follow the little code,
Hmm.
do all that. Um, and so I did that, and it has like my previous AMS stuff on there still, and like it won't like I can't re-sign up. It's like pretty much that I already have an account. But
Well,
when I
well, you
tried
had to sign up.
uploading,
I'm sorry, you had to sign up through your Solar Central account, yes?
yes,
Okay. So
but
you were saying,
I mean it's weird because I get like I have all the AMS stuff there, and then I try to run an ad and it gave me an error, and then I tried going through the code, and then it just sent me to like the same AMS thing that I already had. So I don't know if it's trying to. I mean, is there a difference between like having one? I mean, you said Seller Central, like FBA side with the merch side, but
well, so here's the thing. I'm totally confused with this whole AMS thing. I know RJ. We talk on a regular basis. He's telling me, "Oh, you got to get on AMS, this and that." I'm like, "Well, before I continue, so I just finally got approved, like about 2 days ago, 3 days
mhm.
ago. I finally got approved for AMS. Um, and when I go in there, it's I don't know. Maybe I'm just not in the right place, but to me, it looks like I have to run my AMS through my Solar Central account.
Okay,
That's what it looks like to me, at least based on what I saw. Um, and so I don't. Again, this is since this is all new to me. I don't know where to start. I'm kind of like you, where I'm just a little confused.
yeah,
So I guess we should just throw it out there to the listeners. If you guys are approved from AMS and you guys were doing FBA in the past, because I know you were doing FBA in the past,
yeah,
let us know and let us know the exact way you guys are running AMS ads. Because right now I'm kind of like you, man. I'm confused. I went in there, I thought I knew what I was doing, but I don't know.
yeah. Because I mean, it let me like set up the ad, do everything, put in the ASIN. I was ready to go, and then just like error messages on not letting me go all the way through on running the ads, and I was kind of confused, and I was like, well, maybe I have to go through merge from that code and do all that, and then I did
I
do
tell you what.
that, and
I'll
it's
tell you what. After the show, do a share screen with me and let me see what you're doing.
okay,
Not that I would know, but I'm kind of curious if you're doing the same thing that I'm doing.
okay, sounds good.
And we can try and figure it out together.
Yeah, but so I guess I was gonna go back as far as like game plan goes. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like try to like maximize uploads and then go through the AMS, or kind of do half and half. But I think I just want to try to get as many uploads in possible because, like we said, more than likely the freeze will happen. And I figured like when the freeze happens, then it can just go all in on AMS
Hmm.
because you don't have a choice at that point.
Sure,
So I don't know. That's
absolutely.
what I'm kind of thinking as far as game plan goes, but who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Anything
cool.
else?
No, that's it. Super excited. Again, I'm kind of curious to see what other people are doing with their crazy raunchy designs. But cool, man. Hey, 101 episode. This is a huge milestone. Um, Glenn, where can people find you?
Hustlerhacks1 at gmail.com. You can email me or hustlerhacks here on YouTube.
And you guys can email me at yong@geekhustle.com or just message me on Facebook.
All right, we're done. See you next week. 102.